Greetings, Internet. Thinker2112 here at 1817 Eastern Daylight Time on Saturday, the 24th of August, 2013. Let's play Final Fantasy X-2. With me is...
AnniexoHoshi? Hi.
I really never do that as stuff in the same order. I need to remember to do that in a consistent order. Anyway, we are in the desert now.
They say countless machina lie
Very
buried
hot
under the desert
sun
sands.
and stuff.
Leave the trailblazing to me.
But Rikku knows where we're going.
Of course, isn't this where the Bhed originally comes from?
Yeah, it's where they were until the Guado, decided that that the Bhed all needed to die.
And everything went kaboom.
Well, actually, Sid blew it up because he figured that it was beyond redemption at some point.
This is
And
your
it
lucky
still
day.
went kaboom.
Yes. And Waka's trying to cheer up Rikku. He's like happy festival fireworks, yeah? And Rikku says, you can stuff your fireworks. Waka rolled a 1 on diplomacy.
Oh, God, ones.
Oh yeah, I was in the RPG session I was in last night. I got to act for 1 turn in a battle against a basilisk, during which I cast a spell that failed, and then in the next round I got turned to stone.
That's not good.
Nope, it's not. This is a very high casualty campaign from what I've heard. I mean, I didn't join it at the beginning.
Alan Watts, I was in a 24-hour D&D session, and was in this mystical forest, and I rolled about 5 ones in a row.
All yours, Yuna.
Where are you
Which was not
The
good,
chances of that are almost nil.
but somehow I did it. On a 20-sided dice, I managed
No, on a 20-sided die.
however it's pronounced.
It's dice if it's plural.
I will, on a 20-sided die then.
Oh, this guy has a surprisingly low number of status immunities.
And he's in the darkness.
Well, yes, that's because Yuna is doing Darkness Dance. And somehow he still hits. Blindness never seems to affect enemies to the same degree that it affects player characters.
I think that's really annoying when that happens.
It's like player characters, that are blinded, they'll hit 1 time in 10. Enemies that are blinded will still hit half the time.
Indeed it would, because that's just how it seems to work. And now it's died.
And Rikku sucked his blood. Sort of.
The Rikku's a vampire now.
She used Absorb.
Ah,
Yeah, so I don't know how the Bhed are all so pale-skinned if they come from a place like this. This must not be their original, home.
probably. So I remember in the original Rikku said something about her and brother swimming in the ocean. So I presume they used to live near this close to the sea.
I mean,
It'll probably still give them a tag, but
even their name, even their name, it comes from the Latin word albedo, which means white.
it makes sense why they're quite pale then.
Exactly. Except there are a couple Bhed who are black. I'm not sure what the explanation for that is. Maybe they just, converted? Maybe that's not the right word.
Probably, or they could be like, Bhed had made baby with a black
Oh.
gun out there.
Yeah, intermarriage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we already know that they intermarry because Yuna is... Exactly.
Wasn't it her dad who married an Bhed woman?
Yes, Yuna's mother was Bhed.
Yes. since we're in the first game. The cutscene.
You do know the way.
Yeah, what I said about Rikku knowing the way, I lied.
Rikku, are we in trouble?
Uh-oh. That's not good, Rikku.
This shot reminds me of the end of Final Fantasy VIII. When they're all in that, just on the white screen, and you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And Selfie's telling people not to, or is it Quistis? Somebody says don't fall into a time warp.
I think that was Selfie.
Because I think one of those lines I had the wrong person saying it. Oh, speaking of which, the good news that I was going to tell you is that I have finally, after far too long, transferred those files, the funniest moments videos, to my new computer, so now I can edit them again and eventually post them.
Awesome. I know the last one was funny. Not sure about all the rest, but I know the last one was.
Yeah, you'll eventually be in one when I get to the end.
Yes.
Yeah, so, we were dumbasses and needed search and rescue people. Or at least rescue, I'm not sure whether they were searching for us.
But we've now been found and taken to places. You go on my pet, stop getting in the way.
Who has cat?
Yes. It's like I had a study right in front of the screen, right on the stage.
It wants attention.
Yes. I think it was some of his cat trees.
Anyway, imagine that, a locked treasure chest. Surprises me that more of them aren't locked.
A locked treasure chest? Oh my.
Someone must really not want me touching their chest.
No, that's your chest. Their chest. Not your chest. You cannot touch their chest. Don't you think,
Or their booty.
Especially their booties. Not yours.
So, I don't buy anything from this guy. In fact, I'm probably not going to buy anything from anyone who is not named Owaka, unless either it's something that only that person has, or I've paid off Owaka's debt. And I don't think the first thing is going to happen. Like, generally, as you probably know, in these games, generally you can find better stuff than you can buy. So instead I'm selling stuff. Yeah, I think I get, like, the difference between his debt and my guild by the end of the session is somewhere around 75,000, which sounds like a lot, but it's only 3/4 of what he owed originally.
Okie dokie. Go away, cat. I know, but you can't have it yet because it'll be noisy. We've got these cat trees called Dreamies, and he's mad on them, and he wants them now.
It's reminding me of, remember, in the Harry Potter books, remember Ron's owl, Pigwidgeon?
Sort of.
Oh, by the way, he's saying something about keeping, like, maintaining the machines. I didn't catch all of it, but it's something like, keep them in good shape. Those are the last 5 words of what he's saying.
Okay.
That's why I'm staying on it for so long, because I'm deciphering it in my head, what I can. Got to keep them in good shape. That's the second sentence. Yeah, I suppose maintenance is even more important than usual when the wind is blowing sand into everything.
Yep. Because sand doesn't really agree with much.
Well, generally, when you have a bunch of moving parts and you throw something extra in there that's not supposed to be there, then that's not good.
No, it's not.
We had to move the camp to escape a sandstorm. We could have looked forever and never.
So there's a reason why Rikku couldn't find the place.
Is it moved?
Yep.
Guys just hate it when moving locations don't do that.
Oh, there's an American show that was on called 24, and the headquarters of this anti-terrorist organization, like some people who were familiar with the Los Angeles area, were trying to figure out where it was, and eventually they concluded it's on wheels, because the whole gimmick of the show is it's supposed to be in real time.
Yeah,
And
we've got it over here.
is it a British version or is it the American version?
Last time I saw it was the American version, but I'm not sure we've made a British version yet because I don't watch that much TV.
Yeah, the funny thing is that the main guy, the guy who plays the main guy is actually Canadian.
Cool.
And so is the guy who plays his daughter in the first few seasons.
Nice.
Well, who plays his daughter in the whole thing, but only appears regularly in the first few seasons.
Ah,
Oh, and she's also in the movie Love Actually, when one of the guys goes to the U.S. because he thinks he can't, none of the girls in Britain will have sex with him, and in the U.S. he'll be able to find somebody easily.
yeah.
She's in that, and the whole thing is that he wants to find some American girls, and okay. She pretends to be American again. Actually, there are tons of Canadian actors and actresses who pretend to be American. Because our accents are so similar.
Yeah. I'm very sick. The only Canadian actor I can think on top of my head is Jim Carrey.
I'm busy,
I think
so
he's
make it fast,
Canadian.
okay? I've got lots to excavate.
That sounds
I know when to
right.
do it.
There's also Mike Myers. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, don't he voice Shrek?
Oh,
Yes.
So you're the new guys.
That's us.
Nice to meet you.
Anna Paquin is
I
like
guess the
Canadian
high syllabus
New
hard
Zealander.
Well, don't be expecting.
She's Rogue in X-Men and Sookie Stackhouse in True Blood.
I've not watched True Blood, I've not watched X-Men in
Here's
ages.
where we
Anyway, while we were babbling, basically I was running around here for a while. I wasn't quite sure what to do. I think that you're meant to do that. Like, you just have to talk to some certain person, and then something happens and Nala shows up.
Ah, okay. Now you have her. And mission complete! No, mission time.
Mission starting.
Mission started! I got the wrong end of the mission. That's why you should wait until everything comes up on the screen before you start reading it. Or even writing it in my session is 5 minutes after dawn. Wait forever for the text to come up.
Alright, so with us we have a little flying drone robot thing who is apparently lecherous.
Lecherous?
Like, makes lewd comments.
Ah. You have to keep with stuff.
Alright, so the white X's are either items or enemies. The yellow X is the thing you're looking for. And of course you have a time limit. Fortunately, time stops when you're in battle. Why didn't I cut out this battle? I guess because it was during a separate event
It's a
thingy.
little embarrassing.
Probably.
Yeah, time does stop when you're in battle, unlike, say, in the Dalit escape sequence, where it certainly does not stop when you're in battle. In FF8. Well, no, but it wouldn't make sense if it stopped in that case, because the whole thing is that you have to escape in time even though this thing is chasing you and, you know, won't die no matter how many times you kill it.
True.
Tell Quistis machine guns its ass.
Bang, bang, bang.